Tonight on Trend Kill Radio, yet another rock drummer stabbed, Marilyn Manson to be in a new miniseries by Stephen King, and is Wheezy on or off Blink-182's new tour. All this coming up on Trend Kill Radio.
Bow to it.
What's going on, everybody? This is Trend Kill Radio, a rock news show about everything rock except for when it's not. Sponsored by the Foundry and Fantasy Entertainment Complex right here in Cleveland, Ohio. I am your host, Sean Ryan.
And I am Colgate.
Motherfucking Colgate!
Yeah. Welcome.
Let's just take this time out for you guys to just fucking subscribe right now. Just hit the button. I don't care what you gotta do.
Press that subscribe button with your dick tip.
Oh, I mean, if you choose to put your penis on your keyboard, go ahead. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. Okay, so let's just get this party started. We have EyeHateGod, the band, the metal band.
I, of course, spelled E-Y-E.
Yes, recently they were about to play a show in Guadalajara.
We're gonna get shut down.
EyeHateGod drummer Aaron Hill was stabbed and robbed on his way to the band's show in Guadalajara, Mexico, according to news outlet Informador. The incident occurred while Hill, 35, was walking from the band's hotel to the venue. He did have a driver, but band had been touring around with his driver all around Mexico all day, so we decided to give him a little break, and the drummer was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna go walk on over to the fucking venue where everybody else was and get ready for this show, and, you know, a nice walk around Mexico. I mean, that would be cool.
Yeah, sure.
It would be
In
cool.
retrospect, it was not.
Where are you, Captain Hindsight?
So, as I had said, Hill, 35 years old, he was just walking from the hotel to the venue when he was accosted.
Accosted, I love that word.
By 3 men and 1 woman at a local intersection, and robbed his ass and put a blade in his left side about 2 inches deep.
Hey, you're on our turf, man.
Hey man, I cut you up so bad. You gonna wish I know cut you up so bad.
It's a shanking.
Shanking. Sure.
So, needless to say, the show did not go on that night. Hill is reported to be doing well by his promoters, Show No Mercy, and there was a translated Facebook post. The promoter mentions that the band had a driver at the disposal, but like I had already said, it didn't want to bother the guy. There is a quote that was on Facebook in Mexico, so this had to be translated. Coley, would you like to, let's just...
so this is the quote from the promoter. The promotion company is called Show No Mercy, and I think they're based out of Mexico. And the quote is as follows. El día de hoy, mientras en Hill, carnaval el venue sufrió un robo.
Half back, passes to center, back to wing, back to center, center holds it, holds it, holds it!
Hill goes on and says, quote, "It is not possible that you can walk safely on the street willing to enjoy your Sunday."
No.
The roughly translated statement was added, insisting no blame should be placed on the venue, the police, or the promoters, or Hill himself. Just those 4 scoundrels, thieves.
Bad hombres.
Bad hombres.
But anyways, the moral of the story is just don't leave the country.
You will get chlamydia and die.
I don't think that's the moral of the story.
I think it is. You know what? People will behead you. Just
stay home.
Just stay home.
Just stay home.
Just Florida is enough of a fucking reckless abandon that it is. Just take your chances down there.
I think that's even worse.
Next. And on to our next story. We have Marilyn Manson and Stephen King. Stephen King, of course, he has just done so many books and TV adaptations and movies. Carrie, Maximum Overdrive, one of my favorites. Creepshow, the list goes.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
No, but the list goes on and on and on, and they are remaking an adaptation of The Stand, a classic Stephen King book that was made back in the 90s. I never actually saw that. I remember it being like 3 years old and watching it in bed with my parents.
You gotta watch
like
The Stand.
being
It's good.
traumatized.
Kiss me, fat boy.
It's 8 hours long.
But now, I mean, look.
It touched me.
Who touched you?
It.
So this is a miniseries then.
So after about 10 years of red tape and studio hell, they have finally got back on board because Stephen King has been doing so many more book adaptations. I mean, his books are just flying off the shelves within terms of TV and movies. We got Castle Rock. It did huge. What was it, last summer or the summer before?
Yeah,
maybe two. And the new one's coming out this September, I believe. Everybody cannot get enough of these stories. So, I mean, they just see money, 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 money. Okay, but Stephen King's The Stand is a 1978 post-apocalyptic horror fantasy novel, and it has found a home at CBS All Access. I'm sure that's an app because every fucking channel has an app now. You can no longer just go to Netflix or Hulu. No, everybody's got their own app now. Everybody wants a piece, and it's really annoying.
It's literally just turning back into.
I know. I may as well just get cable. In 3 years, cable might be an actual cheaper option.
60 apps, or there's going to be one app you can buy that has all the apps. And it's going to be a whole mess.
Yes, but
Dish Network's going to own it somehow.
But like I said, this has been in development hell for about 10 years, and CBS finally picked it up. And it's actually going to be really good, where they are allowed to have swearing and graphic horror and stuff, which they couldn't do in the last adaptation.
Yeah,
which is going to be sweet. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I know, but it's not. It's on an app now, not on just CBS, the regular network.
That's true.
So you're going to be seeing hopefully some boobs, some graphic horror, and swearing. Which I mean, fucking. Why not? But according to Comic Book, the website, James Marsden, he was in X-Men as Cyclops. He was in Sex Drive as the older angry gay brother with the GTO. Hop, he's going to be in Sonic, which I know you are dying to see.
No.
Sonic, when that comes out next year.
Gotta go fast.
God damn it!
He's going to be there frontline. Anyways, him and Amber Heard, and by the way, Amber Heard, why has she not been #MeToo? She cut off Johnny Depp's finger. But Marilyn Manson, the star of this story, really, he is also going to be in The Stand. He recently did an interview, which I read in length, in Revolver magazine. Revolver they have been documenting the new tour and everything leading up to it with Rob Zombie. This is his third tour with him, titled Hell Will Never Die, Twins of Evil Tour 3, which just kicked off recently. And this is actually my favorite season. It's Marilyn Manson. When is he going to quit the show? When is he going to fall and injure himself? When is he going to cancel a gig season?
Do you remember when that stage prop fell on him a year or two ago?
Yeah.
It's funny.
Broke his leg.
Yeah, it hurt him real good.
Yeah. Unlike that false Marshall stack that he pushed over
Yeah,
the one time,
nothing.
where he just went like that, and a full stack just fell over. And I was like, oh,
good stuff.
You can see that right here. But Manson, he had been talking to Revolver magazine and said that, he's been working with Shooter Jennings, Waylon Jennings' son, and they are making a new album together, which will be out this year. He did a song called The End by The Doors. They covered it together, and it's going to be in this new show. And the producers of Stan were like, well, why don't you just come on in? We'll find a part for you.
In the water, it's fine.
At any rate, yes, he is doing a cover of The Doors. This is The End, and he's going to be in it. We do not know which character he is actually going to be portraying from the Stand.
If I had to guess, I would say the devil. Satan himself.
We're the devils! The devils! I am the devil, calling. I have come for your soul.
You have gum for my soul?
I have come for your soul. Come into my van.
Bubblicious? Hubba bubba?
See, I don't like gum with real sugar in it.
Well,
it makes my teeth feel rough.
Yeah.
I'm a dental technician.
Great.
Shut up!
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see it. I think it'll be good. I love the first one. I thought the first one was a little long the first time I watched it, but I also didn't know that it was a miniseries.
Yeah, this is going to be another 10-hour
sat and watched the whole thing for
series.
8 hours or whatever the fucking long it was.
Yeah, this is 10 hours.
But that was back then when that was unheard of. Now I can.
Yeah, you can find that on YouTube.
I can stream,
after you're done watching our show. You can just
I can stream shit on Netflix for 8 hours and be like, man, that was quick. I need to do something. I'll watch 2 more hours of this.
You watch 3 seasons of The Office back to back.
I sure do on a regular basis.
You would. Marilyn Manson, he is no stranger to the camera. He has been on Sons of Anarchy. He has been in Salem, which he did Cupid Carries a Gun as their theme song, and then they put him in the show. Eastbound and Down, I think, with Danny McBride.
Yeah. He looked like shit in that.
Where he's got no makeup.
Find that
and
picture. Put it right there.
We'll just show you right here.
Dude, he looked like shit. I remember when that came out, and I was like, that is not Marilyn Manson. There's no fucking way. And then it was.
Oh, it was.
That's what we're all going to look like someday.
I'm sure there will be more details to be announced, and I'm sure it's going to be in another future episode of something that we're going to talk about. So
still very early in that production process, I'm sure.
So we will keep you up to date on Marilyn Manson and all his antics and show cancellations, all here on Trend Kill
Radio.
And on to our third and final story, we have Lil Wayne and Blink-182. Lil Wayne, he has caused a little bit of controversy, as he is no stranger to... on this new tour, which they have only been doing for about like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, there was a quite a hiccup going on.
A little bump in the road. A little bump in the road
in Virginia.
Well, I reckon what happened was...
Yeah, there was a major rain delay. There was all kinds of just bad shit going on. Traffic and weather and bullshit. This kind of stuff happens. But Lil Wayne, he goes on to say a couple choice words. And Coley's got the story.
Well, yeah, he's like 4 songs into his set. And the
about
crowd,
20 minutes.
Yeah. The crowd is very light, much lighter than you would think for that type of crowd.
Reportedly, I think only about like 8,000 people had showed up at this point. Well, I mean, they're co-headlining, but I mean, he's the act before Blink-182.
Yeah, and so he wanted to see more people out there, and he's 4 songs in. He doesn't feel the hype from the crowd, so he just basically stops the song and says, quote, "Please forgive me, but I'm not used to performing to a crowd, and there's not too many, still." That's not my swag. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to do this tour, but make some noise for Blink-182 for including me anyways. End quote.
Hold on, Phil. I just want the people to know, if you're wondering, please forgive me, but I am so not used to performing to a crowd and there's not too many, like still phone. That's not my swag. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to do this tour, but make some noise for Blink-182 for including me anyway. This might be my last night, though. Let's go.
Now, I dissected that. I took it apart. I really studied it. And all I got out of that was, nothing. He was salty. He didn't like the crowd. He wanted to leave. He cut the show short. And that turned into a fucking tsunami on the internet of people thinking that he dropped off the tour.
Okay, so that was reported on, Friday morning. You guys are seeing this on Wednesday. It doesn't even fucking matter anymore.
Right.
But, yeah, it was. He said it right. There was a tsunami of reports. It was everywhere. It was on Barstool. It was on Loudwire. It made E-bombs. It did everything, dude. It was just all over the fucking place.
Lil Wayne dropped
and everyone's been really skeptical about this mashup of bands and Lil Wayne going on tour together because I don't know. I get it. Yeah. No, I get it too.
It makes 0 sense, but at the same time, it does make some sense.
I know, and this is totally having to do. This is Travis Barker's doing.
It's got to be.
And this is exactly why you drummers, why people like him and I, we don't let you guys talk.
Basically.
Yeah. This is because
you got no rights.
You make bad decisions. Mm-hmm. It's not good. Yeah.
Hey guys, I wrote a song.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, good, Ringo.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna put it right here. Right on the refrigerator.
So anyways, this tsunami of people fucking freaking out thinking that Wayne dropped off the tour. Only to be met later in the day, Friday, by a tweet from Lil Wayne. Quote, "Yesterday was crazy, but I want all my fans to know I won't be quitting this tour. I'm having too much fun with my bros, Blink-182. Bangor, Maine, see you tomorrow." And I can only imagine he also went as he tweeted it.
Was that Flipper?
That's Lil Wayner. And he probably also said, "Young Moolah, baby."
It would be a nightmare talking to him.
Oh, it'd be terrible. Also, here's the thing to take away from this. He is only a little bit older than us.
Well, I mean, look where he is and look where we are. The people have spoken, apparently.
Yeah. But he laid it to rest. Nobody seems to be too stressed out anymore.
Well, you know what?
There's still a lot of dates left on this thing. There's still a lot of dates left.
Oh, this goes all the way into September. This thing just started.
And if he's hating it now, he's not going to love it later.
I know. So we may see Lil Wayne pull a Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm.
Never know. What I immediately understood after he came out and said "Oh no, man, everything's all good, but I'm still on the tour." What I just thought of was just a lot of dudes in suits talking to his manager and him and going, No, you're fucking not quitting the tour.
I don't think you understand how much money's involved here, sir.
This is potentially hundreds of millions of dollars, at least 100 mil easily. This is a long tour. Blink-182, they're doing their 20th anniversary of Enema of the State.
Arguably their best album.
Yeah, Lil Wayne, he's used to playing in front of
a lot of people.
Tens of thousands. Yeah. I watched Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson last year at Blossom. They played in front of 11,000. Foo Fighters was nearly sold out, which is probably at Blossom like 20-something thousand. Lil Wayne is around that 20,000 tier.
Easily.
So, I mean, I think a lot of people were turned off by having these two join together.
Yeah,
because they're coming to town on the 16th.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, there are a lot of tickets available.
There.
From everywhere around the venue. You want front, you want middle, back, lawn, side, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know how well this is going to do.
I guess we'll see. But it could be one of those great lessons learned in life as far as the industry goes, and, you know, that's to book carefully. While it looks good, two big names on a bill, looks good, make sure it makes sense.
Yeah, Lil Wayne, he was on Travis Barker's solo album, Give the Drummer Some, and that was a great album.
Yeah.
I loved it. There's so many talented rappers on there that actually surpassed my expectations of what they could actually do better than, you know, what they do on their own fucking albums.
Yeah, exactly.
It was actually really good. But, I mean, this just goes to show you, once again, don't listen to your drummer. Travis, sit down.
Yeah.
And that is all we have for this week's episode of Tranquil Radio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the show, share the show, subscribe. Please subscribe. We need those subscribers. We're almost at 200. I know it's a very minuscule number. I am your host, Sean Ryan.
And I am Coley Colgate.
And this is Tranquil Radio.
Bow to it.
Did you know that if you put peanut butter in between, like on your laptop, like over the keys, and then close the lid, and you had sex with it, it feels pretty good?
No,
ruins the computer. And in local news, radio host Sean Ryan was arrested on charges
at a local nunnery. Sean Ryan,
nunnery. When asked what he was doing, he simply said, "Nunnery of your business."
We here at Tranquil Radio respect all races, creeds, and religions.
Equally.
We apologize for any insensitive remarks we have made, especially to our sponsors and to the American country at large.
Yes. We are deeply sorry, and this will not happen again.
I agree with what that guy said.
Okay. Do you think they bought it?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'm pretty excited because one day I'm certain that I will issue an apology via our Instagram page, and I cannot wait.
If you ever see me apologize in public for anything, I don't mean it. Just trust me.